In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 unexplored places on Earth. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. It's an often repeated notion, everything on Earth has been explored, and how awesome it would have been if we were born in the exploration age. This seems true in a consistently shrinking world due to technology and advanced research tools. After all, why would we consider going to distant planets in the solar system if we hadn't seen everything on Earth? However, a lot of places on our planet have yet to be explored, and many species of organisms have yet to be documented. It's not our scientists and explorers' incompetence. Political conflicts, harsh climates, and other local conditions are just some of the reasons why human contact keeps these places unmarred. Number 10. Cape Melville, Australia. If we were to make a list of relatively empty destinations to visit around the world, Australia would feature around the top somewhere. Although one of the world's most advanced and technologically advanced countries, much of Australia's landmass is inhospitable and empty, especially around the centre. If you look at Australia's map right now, you'd see almost all major cities around the coasts. Cape Melville, a mountain range in the country's northeastern extreme, is sparsely populated and essentially cut off from the world. There are many reasons, including the fact that nobody even knew the range existed until 1978, when a native told someone they're about a palm tree type. Until recently, only a few teams could visit the place due to its lack of accessibility. The landscape has huge rocks, dense forests, and mist. Scientists still find new animals regularly. Number 9. Meghalaya, India Caves. India is a huge country with a variety of landscapes and ecosystems, as anyone who ever visited it would tell you. Although it's also one of the world's most continuously inhabited places, even if some regions are emptier than others, all of it seems to be extensively explored at this point. That's only if you don't include the northeastern part of the country, which was always cut off from the rest of India because of its geographical location. We had no idea that some places even existed, and the most mysterious are Meghalaya's caves. With one of the world's largest cave systems, Meghalaya is home to many underground caverns and isolated ecosystems we still haven't fully explored. Only in 2016 was Krempuri, the world's longest sandstone cave at around 24,000 meters, 79,000 feet. Meanwhile, Kremamlador was found as deep as 105 meters earlier this year, 344 feet. That's still the iceberg's tip. Local experts think we're far from uncovering the full extent of Meghalaya's cave network. Number 8. Javara, Brazil Vale. Much has been said about North Sentinel Island and its uncontacted tribe, especially since a Christian missionary died there on his expedition. Some people assume they are the world's only uncontacted people, as nobody would expect something like that to exist in 2019 without making the news. But if you look at the Amazon rainforest, you'd find vast regions still waiting to be explored, including a tribe that has never been in touch with the rest of the world. They live in a valley named after them, Vale do Javari, Javara Valley. Like the Sentinelese, the Javara resisted any attempts to contact them. It makes sense to let them be, too, as they are susceptible to many deadly diseases that the rest of us long ago developed immunity to. A single exposure could wipe them out. It also seems they don't want to be disturbed by anyone, although there have been some recent cases of violence against them by gold miners or other outsiders. Number 7. Sun Duong Cave, Vietnam. Vietnam's Sun Duong Cave is one of our planet's most impressive natural formations. What might otherwise seem like an innocuous hole in the ground creates an intricate and vast system of underground caverns and unique organisms. It also happens to be the world's largest cave, only fully explored in 2009. However, what we didn't know before some explorers visited in May 2019 is that it still contains many secrets. On one mission, some divers found a hidden waterway connecting Sun Dung to another cave called Hang Thung. They couldn't fully explore it, because they didn't have all the gear for deep dives. So they are going back later. Nevertheless, the entire cave system still has many unexplored regions, and new animal and plant species that we may never have seen before. That's, of course, besides unidentified animals we've already spotted. Number 6. Mount Mabu Rainforest, Africa. Africa was always hard to explore, especially in the middle. However, no longer. With our modern mapping equipment, and a thirst for new resources, almost the entire continent has been mapped, even those sparsely populated areas. Still, some outsiders in Africa are completely untouched, including Mount Liko in Mozambique. Once a volcano, the mountain is a towering structure visible from nearly everywhere nearby, though its crater was always hidden due to the high and steep walls. In 2012, a scientist scoured the area on Google Earth when he discovered a whole rainforest nestled in Mount Liko's crater. A team of scientists first managed to scale it in 2018. They had trained with professional climbers and locals for years, as they had no funds to hire helicopters for the entire crew. The scientists found an untouched ecosystem, and a bunch of species never before seen. More study is planned. Number 5. Kamchatka, Russia. Back when Europeans were exploring the world, Russia had its own discovery era. Mostly funded by Russian royalty, many explorers were sent to map the whole region we now know as both Russia and part of America. Like their European counterparts, they experienced many hardships and deaths mapping Russia. Due to its vastness, some regions in Russia are still not fully explored. One is the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia's the Far East. Also known as the Land of Volcanoes, Kamchatka is home to rolling meadows, hot springs, snow-capped mountain views, and diverse flora and fauna that you can't find anywhere else in the world. It remains largely untouched due to Russia's long history of political turmoil and inaccessibility to the region. Number 4. Fiordland National Park, New Zealand. Anyone visiting New Zealand will tell you it's one of the world's most beautiful places. Still, Fiordland National Park at the country's southwest end stands out for the sheer scale and beauty of its landscape. Named after its fjords, the towering glacial structures some think only in Scandinavia, Fiordland is New Zealand's largest national park. If you have trouble imagining it, think of The Lord of the Rings as it was shot there. Although Fiordland has quite a few tourist attractions, they form a small part of the national park, as almost all of it is uncharted territory due to its inaccessibility, inhospitable climate, and enormous size. There are plenty of previously undiscovered things for those who can manage it, including new animal and plant species, and locations no one else has seen before. Number 3. Cenotes of Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico. Cenotes are like sinkholes, but filled with crystal clear freshwater. Found throughout Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, they played an important role in Maya mythology as cenotes are a source of potable water. They are the world's most beautiful and mysterious natural formations. Although the official number of cenotes is about 6,000, nobody could explore them all. Scientists believe many more are awaiting finding. Recently, a team of experts used 3D technology to map some cenotes to explore all 6,000 documented cenotes using that technique. While most cenotes are visible from the surface, some, known as cave cenotes, require first exploring their respective caves. As of now, we simply have no idea of the extent of life that exists beneath them all, as many cenotes are hard to reach physically. With technology improving in mapping underground structures, we hope to discover what's inside them all someday. Number 2. Northern Forest Complex, Myanmar. Because of its harsh jungle terrain, Myanmar is a country in Southeast Asia that played an enormous yet undervalued role in halting Japan's advance on British India. Myanmar is also home to the longest ongoing civil war in history, which began around its independence. Fortunately, most of the conflict has now been resolved, although some pockets remain. That's also why biologists and other explorers largely untouched most of the country, especially the northern parts. The dense jungle in the wilderness area known as Northern Forest Complex still has no roads. Experts believe there's plenty to uncover and explore, including new plant and animal species. In recent years, some expeditions have made incursions. However, due to inhospitable terrain and political situation, a huge part of the region remains untouched. The money needed to explore the area is also a problem. Myanmar's government is short on cash due to the country's war and general socio-economic conditions. Number 1. Most of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea was widely discussed in popular culture. There was a time when that place with cannibals and never-before-seen landscapes was seen. However, much progress has been made in recent centuries. We're talking about the cannibal part, though. Much of its landmass remains unexplored due to inaccessibility. Take the Hindenburg Wall, a massive calcareous plateau formation. It has entire forests that were never visited, let alone fully explored. When the Wildlife Conservation Society sent a team of biologists there in 2013, they found a total of 1,108 animal and plant species, 89 of which were new to science. 10 on New Britain's island, Nakanai Mountains, are another system of mountains and ridges formed almost entirely by limestone. In a 2010 expedition, scientists found many undocumented species, including frogs, insects, and spiders. Some of them were so new they had to invent whole new species families to put them in. Much more can be found, especially fish, as some of the region's waterways have never been officially studied. What do you think about our list? Which of the above place do you wish to visit? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.